Yeah, turn it up, turn it up. You know what time it is? Jake is back. Yeah. Jake is back. Yeah. Jake is back. Mike on the desk, slabs on the shelf. Jake talking cards like nobody else. Amazing card runs, modern packs. Watch them drop fast. Jake is back. Jake is back. Jake is back. Blabbing about slabbing stats on tap. Card talk slick, no cap in the chat. Say it with me now. Jake is back. Rookie slabs, yeah, he's scanning that center in. Jim Mint talk, Jake's mentoring. Drop that grade, peep that gloss.
I feel like I just can't turn this song off. We just gotta roll with it for a little bit while people are tuning in. Let me pour myself a drink.
Nothing better. Sometimes I sing it to my wife at night.
He's got flair, cardboard talk in that Yankee chair. PSA, SGC, he's cracking.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blabbing About Blabbing. Not adjusted television. That is Jake, short print today. Who better to have on SSP Thursday? I believe you filled in for me last SSP Thursday.
I did. I don't know. Has it been? It might. Yeah, I think it's been 2 SSP Thursdays, and so for some reason, it just happens out that I've hosted SSP Thursday a bunch. But you guys have something going on. I'm here for it.
It works out well because we know that you are.
I love getting that text. Jake, can you host Blabbing tonight? I go, yes. I get to say provocative things that make people angry. Yes.
Oh, speaking of provocative things that make people angry, I don't know if you saw the latest, Spitball and Hot Takes episode.
Somebody told me to bring this up.
It was a spirited debate. At GG. Oh, yes. Yeah, a spirited debate between me and Scott about the 2013 Otanis.
Boy, they're coming hot and fast, Jeff, already.
Jake, this jersey, check this out. So it's kind of a jersey, but look, it's got
like a little
all these patches.
Yeah, that's so cool. Is that
I got it for Christmas from my in-laws?
Nice.
So I thought whenever we make our card set from Blabbing, this one's great because look at all these patches.
I know.
It's going to be a pod used patch.
Yeah, pod use. Yeah, right. Exactly. We're this year at the West Coast Card Show, maybe they'll have introduced that to the tag grading. They got a couple of Blabbing cards from Tag Custom Cards. Maybe we can add a patch to those.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Shout out to Chris. He's on the other coast right now with his family. You are missed, but I know he was involved in seeing a lot of SSP Thursday cards. So we'll definitely get to those tonight.
Yeah.
Scott immediately sold his 2013 Otani.
Oh, yes. I didn't watch
it. Did you watch that yet, Jake?
I haven't watched it, but I got a couple of comments saying, hey, I don't think you have the hottest take anymore with your Norm Macdonald dislike. It's now Jeff saying that the 2013 BBM's facsimile cards are trash. So I said, maybe I'm in the blue here. It's the hottest, the most controversial things right now are Jeffrey Epstein and Jeff's take on 2013 BBM Otanis.
Yeah, it sparked some spirited debate, and some people in the comments were.
I'm here for it. I love it because I'm on the same boat with you. That and shout out to our good friend Otani PSA 10 has a ton of them. I actually think he sold most of them, but I don't see any sort of intrigue in them. I don't like, they're. I read this. PSA did a great write up on it about a year and a half ago on all of his BBM cards. And there's just no intrigue to me. The designs don't look great. I don't like the facsimile autos the
facsimile autos aren't great for me. Somebody replied in the comments. They wrote, I think,
I know
Jeff sounds like someone who doesn't like college football and minor league cards. And I said, you know what? Exactly right. That's true.
Wow, he pinpointed you, huh?
I was like, yeah, you got me there. It's true.
Yeah.
This is true. This is a good point, Staley. And somebody brought this up too. If Ichiro's cards, while valuable, they're not nearly as valuable on a percentage basis as his more expensive American cards versus Otani. So you're right. If this is not in fact a bubble and keeps going up, that might be where some value is in Ichiro.
Yeah, I think anything officially printed or licensed, even non-licensed, with Otani's name on it, will always be valuable. It's just a matter of, do we like it or not?
Yeah, and it's absolutely, as I said on the show, it's just collect what you like for sure.
Right.
But what was just bothering me that brought the take up was that they seem to be incredibly pumped, even more than regular Otanis, in Facebook groups and Twitter. Like, these are the best. It's 2013s are the absolute best way you can get an Otani. The pop is low, but because something has a low population doesn't mean that it's going to have a high demand.
Right. I completely agree with you. Not to mention there's just so many different iterations of them. I mean, I get that he does now, and maybe this is me being a little bit uncultured, but they're very confusing, especially because he was so young when he signed with the Nippo Ham fighters.
Yeah.
That it's kind of difficult to distinguish what is what. And again, I haven't done thorough research, so.
GG's coming in hot here. Bowman first, our Photoshop trash. Well, the first part's true. The second part is
rather have that's, you know what, you bought a pro debut box, GG. We saw that over Christmas, and so now you're all pro debut.
Pro debut. Give me my high A rookie ball uniforms.
Give me my SSPs from Pro Debut that has Tim Tebow in that checklist. That 2018.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, I think, yeah, people should collect what they like, but I'm just wary of people that are really pumping something, because especially if people are newer to the hobby. Like, I've seen a couple posts like, I don't know anything about Otani cards. Everybody's telling me to get his first, so I want to buy these 2013s. Yeah. Scotty did do a really awesome video about Otani's cards. It was like the rare long form video from Scotty, and he goes deep into both his American and his Japanese cards. So that's worth watching.
Yeah, I think again, I can't stress this enough. If you're going to spend significant money, do your research.
Yeah.
I think we all, when we first got back in the hobby, are, unlike Panini Prism baseball cards, valuable, or will they be valuable? And there were so many people out there trying to convince you that they would be. And, we can be swayed, obviously, with experience and meeting the right people. You learn so much, but do your research, because you can end up in a little bit of a hole buying like unlicensed stuff and what have you.
Yeah, not to get off on too far of a tangent, Jake, but did you see they finally released some unlicensed Panini basketball cards? And if you thought they were bad before with their design, now they're unlicensed and awful.
Oh, I just don't know, do they turn a profit printing unlicensed cards? It seems like the actual overhead and the production costs would entirely outweigh what retailers are buying them or selling. I mean, because I think that retailers have an agreement, right, with manufacturers that however much percentage of the product that doesn't sell goes back to the manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken. I think I learned that. But I just don't see anybody buying unlicensed. Big guy went from bad to worse, like you said.
Fishy's Fish coming in with an alternate take. I love unlicensed Panini baseball cards. One thing I'll say is they're cheap, and you can open a lot of packs.
It's true.
Kind of like Leaf.
And look, I mean, like the Panini Prism cards, they're fun to open. They're shiny, they're thick, they have really a lot of different parallels and a lot of different things. I'm not too educated on them, but I've opened my fair share of it back in 2020. That was the only thing Target would have, those mega boxes.
Yeah,
you open them and they're a lot of fun. I totally get it. If you want to open something, enjoy, that's something maybe I'd open with my wife. She doesn't know any different, and it's still fun.
Jake, this is quite a compliment. Although Jake is much younger than Chris and I, so he might not even know who Martin Brody is. He might not even know what the movie Jaws is.
Come on, Jeff.
I know you're.
Which one is Martin Brody? Which character?
Chief Brody. It's Roy Scheider.
Right. 23 men went into that guy, or no?
No.
The
main guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, Jaws was like the first real haunting movie I saw as a kid that I was like afraid to go to the bathroom of water that much because of after seeing that movie.
It's yeah, and we're kind of at the stage like my kids want to see it, and we go to Universal and we went on the tram ride where you see the Jaws ride, but it's just like yeah, we haven't shown them yet, and they're like, well, it's probably not even scary. And what's so scary about it? Because they know that the shark doesn't look real. They know that right now. And so we're explaining it to them that what's the scary part is what you don't see. So I don't want to have them to have a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often they go to the beach or swim, but like everybody knows if you've seen Jaws, it's always a thought in the back of your head. Megalodon is lurking down there.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because I make them watch educational things sometimes. I'm like, if you can watch it, but you got to watch something educational. So my son really likes to watch about Egyptian history. And their latest thing was they were watching shark shows on Nat Geo. And the one they liked is When Sharks Attack. So they watched 10 episodes of When Sharks Attack around the world. And yeah, my daughter's like, I don't want to go to the beach anymore. I'm like,
educational or traumatizing? We don't know.
Yes, it could be both. Yeah.
I do. All right. I want to mention, folks, I want you to run, not walk, but run to your nearest Fanatics store online. The jerseys are here. I purchased this. I saw they went live, I don't know, 20 minutes ago when they announced the teams.
Okay, we're seeing the hat, which looks really nice.
Oh, wrong one. Whoops.
What's up, thick boy? Thanks for joining.
Hang on.
Yeah, Michael, Jaws is PG too. I'm like, yeah. Before they had the PG-13 moniker.
Okay, here we go. I mean, the jerseys are just they're all-time classics. We all know that USA logo. It's so fun. I'm so excited to get this. I didn't even think twice about this. Normally I do think twice about things I purchased, which is news to some people, but everybody go out and get these. These are sweet.
So that's the are they doing home and away style again?
They do. They are. They're doing the blue and the white, and they've got snapback hats.
Battery, we're fighting a losing battle. I'm with you, but all the kids like the flat brim.
Kershaw does have a Team USA jersey. A friend of mine was saying that there wasn't there one yet, but maybe they were just slow to load the site. I mean, he is a relief pitcher after all, but I hope he gets at least a couple of innings.
Yeah, I didn't get in there.
A wrong tab. Trust me, I thought about that before coming on.
He's like, let me take these. Let me get these tabs off.
I mean, you do the same thing at work. Well, obviously not like that.
Same thing.
Yeah, no, not the same thing. But I make sure that my tabs aren't like ridiculous sites like eBay or things like that I'm looking at work.
Searching for cards. That's a good reminder. If you're going to use eBay, please use our Blab and referral link. Jake always forgets to do it. I believe it's pinned to the top of our current video. So please check it out in case this inspires you to buy any SSPs on there, please.
eBay, I mean, they just make it difficult to give you guys money. It's frustrating. It's like I have to use obviously I'm not complaining. It's not that difficult. And I always want to help you guys out, but you have to click on a link and then you have to log in through whatever browser that you clicked on the link from.
Yeah, the bad part is that
and then you have to go back to the link and then hit it again so that it refreshes that you're logged in.
Yeah, they don't make it easy, and there's no way to do it through the app, which I know a lot of people do.
Like I wish I could put in a promo code that was like Chris and Jeff,
Yeah. Maybe there's a way to do that at some point. What if it was like a QR code? Would that be better?
So easy, so much easier. Just any way at checkout. I mean, it's just I've done it.
You support whoever you want to support. Yes, we have one for Spitball.
They have enough followers. We need
as well because we have a very thriving Discord. Jake, I don't know if you know what a Discord is. You're young, so you know what a Discord is.
I'm on Discord. I just joined it. I love it.
It's where people can talk about things. It's like this chat.
A forum
chat that's constantly going on. Yes, it's like the
same thing that's been on the internet for  30 years.
Chat rooms. Yeah, so we have a thriving Discord. There's a lot of people on there posting cards, having discussions about baseball things, non-baseball things, everything like that. So there were people on there who don't watch Blabbin', and they were happy to get a link so they could help support the group. So
yeah. I mean, there are a lot of
okay. Curator says I gave you a QR code in the Discord. Yes, now I'm remembering that.
Wait, like he created a QR code for you guys?
Yeah, there's a way to create it. If you have the link, you can create it. All right, we got to figure out how to do that. And I think there's a way then to put it on this screen, so it could always be on the screen. So, Curator, let me get back with you after this, and we'll.
Sometimes there are some juicy auctions ending during Blabbin'.
Yeah,
and I've seen a lot of hearts broken and a lot of dreams made. Well, during Chris especially, you can just see his face when he loses an auction and he's in the middle of doing Blabbin' Live.
Yeah.
I think one time I actually took a picture of it. I was streaming it on my computer and I took a picture of his face and he was like, it was very funny. Anyways.
So hopefully you guys did see, while Chris is not on here, he's still helping us with the trivia because Jake and I have not done the trivia very often. So he put a trivia link in the chat. Did you see it go by?
Not yet. There's a starred chat though, but
I think that was just a comment. Oh yeah, this was a good comment. Scotty B. Law and Order is far superior to NCIS garbage. Yes, he's bringing that hot take next week, so we'll get
wow.
So if
I haven't seen, there's no M Parsons to really keep us alive.
She keeps us online. Yeah, there's got to be a way to share it from there.
He's at a 40 ounce. Yeah, it pretty much is close. If it was a
what's up, Chasing Majors?
If it was a whatchamacallit, Old English, I'd probably be a lot more nostalgic. Back to now that they're plastic though, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like you completely defeat the whole purpose of an Old English. These are fancy beers I bought from Bristol Farms, which big fan of in California. Big fan of Bristol Farms. A little expensive, but great hot foods. Anyways, yes, drinking beers. No, normally I like to diversify my drinking selection when I'm in here. Sometimes I do sake, sometimes I do white wine, sometimes I used to do whiskey, no whiskey anymore. But now I'm on beer. Wow, thank you, Chasing Majors. I appreciate it.
A lot of compliments about your
my wife told me I looked handsome this morning, and that was enough for me. So
that's great. Fishy's Fish. I was about to fight Scott when he besmirched Bad Batch, even joking. That's blasphemy. Yeah, we tried not to get too personal.
What's Bad Batch?
Oh, that's the Star Wars show that I did.
We talked about this last time with Chris.
I
think. Sipping on the knob. Yeah, I love that. Was my favorite. It was just, I got work in the morning. Sometimes one drink leads to another, and then it's a 2-finger pour, and then I don't feel great.
Yeah, it happens.
We all know how it goes.
Thanks, Fishy.
Anyway, so World Baseball Classic. I am so excited. Baseball is so close to being back. I am like in my calendar, I'm putting in the times. I'm watching I'm waking up at 3 a.m. to watch the Tokyo games. I'm so excited. I don't know. I do this every year where I'm so excited to watch baseball because it feels like it's been so long. But I wish I could watch the pitchers and catchers live.
Yeah, the WBC is great though because it's early, meaningful games we're going to get. Usually, the early games are. It's great to see them out there playing ball, but they don't mean a whole lot. But we're going to get some games where people are given their.
It's like the World Cup, which is in LA this year, which is soon actually. So we've got a lot going on.
Yeah. I'm Newbert says who's supposed to be the favorite. I've not seen odds for it. I think because they're still not sure who's actually going to play for sure for all the teams, but I got to think U.S., Dominican Republic, Japan is going to be up there.
I think if the U.S. with this roster loses this WBC, it is we might as well give up half our country to a different nation. We might as well have gone retroactively and conceded World War II and the Korean War and all the rest of them, even though we didn't really win or stalemate with the rest of them. Anyways,
Justin Forcatinus says the excitement is not as great in certain places.
Yeah.
Team Great Birds is a favorite. Yeah.
It's also it's a very exciting time for the hobby and as well as baseball. Baseball is ramping up, and we've got Series 1 releasing next week, which is is close to as exciting as it gets for the year. It's a fresh year in the hobby. We get to continue our runs. That means
it's 2 weeks out, isn't it? Or is it?
I think it's the 12th.
Oh, it is?
Weeks? Yeah, the 12th. It's before I think they pushed it up, maybe. I think it's before the West Coast Card Show.
Really?
Sure. Yeah. So all those black parallel hunters, I know there are a lot of you in the chat. Let's go spend some money.
Yes. And use the code.
And golden. I completely forgot that, there's a whole fresh batch of golden mirrors. Very exciting. I got to save my money. West Coast Card Show plus Series 1 release. I mean, a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. Speaking of a lot going on, I'm putting the link in the chat. Let me know if anybody can get in. The link is in the chat, and hopefully people can join it. Join the trivia. So we have a dilemma here because we don't have the trivia prizes here. So the winner is going to have to accept their prize once Chris is back in town and can give one of the 2020 SPs.
I was gonna. How many do we have left?
Still like
4 or 5.
Nothing left. Great, it's working. Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting. Some good players left in there too. I think Seager left in there. I think maybe. I don't know. But
and Devers went last time, I think.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker went when I hosted last.
Yeah, so I'm actually still waiting to hear from a couple people about previous trivia prizes. So if you think you're owed a trivia prize, which some of you are, or other prizes, let me know or look in your messages. I tried to contact you, but we've got a runner-up, or the winner actually gets to pick between if they want an SP, or this is the runner-up prize today. Brooks Robinson.
So that looks like a real auto.
It's a real auto. Yep.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yep.
No, you're joking me.
Oback TriStar, Brooks Robinson from the York White Roses. History's greatest players. Numbered out of 200.
Wait a second. The second place prize is a fake, not the real Brooks Robinson.
It's the real Brooks Robinson, yeah. We get good prizes here. So winner get to pick if they want a Brooks Robinson.
That's a first place card right there. What are you talking about?
Yep. Well, we're
playing for second now?
We're so pleased to have our trivia participants join in. And a couple people posted trivia winnings on SSP Thursday, actually.
Ooh.
So, yes. So, winner gets to pick if they want a 2020 SP when Chris gets back next week or Brooks Robinson auto.
Take the Brooks. Come on. That's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Curator. That's right. Seager was won, I believe, by Michigan Cards and Graphs, maybe, and was gifted to Curator. Some very generous people in the chat. Nolan Arenado still available.
That's a fun one. That's the horizontal one. It's a good one. Oof.
Thanks, Jake. Here's a question for you. You pleased with the trades for your teams?
Am I pleased with the trades? I think we went into this offseason not expecting much, hoping that Cody Bellinger, I knew he was gonna opt out. Obviously, I mean, if he would have opted in, I think we would have been mad either way. It's how it goes. The Trent Grisham qualifying offer seems to be a big dilemma for a lot of us Yankee fans. Seems like a lot of money spent on Trent Grisham, and this could go down as one of the greatest or the worst Yankee moves ever, considering how much money it was. And it's Trent Grisham, who had 39 homers last year, or close to it. And speaking of Joey Votto, I was just talking to a couple of buddies that Scherzer and Verlander are still out there. I'm taking them as my doubleheader starter any day. Not that they want.
Yeah, you wonder how much they're holding out for money wise.
It's crazy.
Scherzer's still being paid by 3 other teams. I think he's making like $40 million this year.
He's got so much money. He has made so much money in the MLB. I would love if anybody in the comments can look at Max Scherzer's career earnings. He's been in the league for 20 years almost. No, probably 20 years, right? He was a rookie in 2008.
08, yeah, so close.
So
yeah, and I think the Mets are still paying him.
Mets are paying him. I think
the Nationals are still paying him somehow.
Probably the Dodgers. No, the Dodgers. But
Rangers, Dodgers, Blue Jays has been around.
Forgot about the Rangers.
Destin for Caden says 345 million buckaroos.
Like it's got to be more. I think he signed his last contract. Was that almost that high? Surpassed. I feel like there's that contract.com. It's got to be more than that. I feel like
still owed that. No, I think we got it. We got it from 3 sources. Don't challenge the chat sources.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I take it back. I feel like Verlander doesn't like. I don't think he signed that 2-year deal with the Astros, and then, or signed the 2-year deal with the Mets and got traded to the Astros, and then got traded to the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. Jeez, those guys are journeymen.
Yes. It's crazy.
Somebody mentioned something that I was going to say. If Goldschmidt doesn't Goldschmidt, Team USA, great. 7 years, 210.
The Nats still owe $30 million to Max Scherzer. That was like 16.
Yeah, I was going to say the Dodgers.
15.
The Dodgers. Imagine if the Dodgers pick him up.
Paying him. Good for them.
Imagine if the Dodgers pick him up and owe money on his contract from 10 years ago. Or 8 years ago, 6 years ago, plus.
It was that long ago.
Like, how do you bifurcate? I'm an accountant. How do you bifurcate the contract expense? Do you?
Yeah, time value of money. Verlander, $409 million.
Woo, we do love Kate Upton. We do love. We're all big fans of Kate Upton.
All right, keep entering trivia. We have people successfully entering it, which means it works. There's 23 people in there so far. We can definitely bump that up. Please join. I put it in the chat again. All right. Before we get to trivia, though, do you want to take a look at some?
Love to.
Super short prints that we saw today?
I could spend years.
And we saw a lot.
So better now to get ahead of it, because I like to ramble a little bit.
Yeah, and ramble you will be able to. So we're going to try something a little different tonight, and that is to go through a lot of them that were posted by anybody that tagged me in their stories. And then even I tried to find the people that didn't tag me in their stories but had mentioned SSP Thursday. So I put a lot of stories together. If you want to get a full preview, just go to my Instagram, watch all my stories on there. But I thought, what better way than to just go through these, and then you can comment as we go and we can talk about it.
This is a great idea, obviously, because I like to this day of the month is the most screen time I have on my phone each month. And unfortunately, I think my bosses probably see me interacting with have to see me on Instagram. The brewery is Russian River Brewing Company. They make a very good beer. So Jeff, I know you know a little bit about this card. I know you guys have some fond / sad Bitcoin-esque memories of this card.
Yeah. I think the last one of these we let go for $2,000. I want to say.
And what would one of these sell for now? 15, something like that?
No, I think one did. I couldn't bear to look at it.
I mean, I saw an Instagram story recently of a Bowman Chrome hitting selling PSA 10 Chrome. Bowman Chrome hitting PSA 10 selling for $29 back in 2021.
That's crazy.
It's a Bitcoin-esque, like, it's insane.
It is, yeah. If you look at your your bought listings. That's how it was with when I looked at my Giannis purchases from
Yeah.
2016. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, I was looking at, I think I sent you guys my Judge purchases from 3 years ago or so, and it was like cards I was getting for less than $50 are now 500 plus, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then
the wise word has been gotten out there.
When's it going to end? This is an awesome shot. It's very hard to find, and it's a gem. Love the time that RT Collections put into this little Friday buy.
What city is that? Is that Los Angeles?
Yeah, it does look like LA, actually, with that circular building up on top.
I guess so, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's that Korean bank, I think, maybe.
Papa Sports Cards is a New York City firefighter, but apparently he is too busy right now on calls to be able to watch us.
Brownsville's a rough place. I've been to Brownsville. I've been to a lot of Gowanus, a lot of different places. Crown Heights, Brownsville is a tough neighborhood in New York.
Stay safe out there, Papa, for sure.
All right. And so we know that there's also an auto version of this that sold for like $100,000, I think, something crazy,
or more, like 200,000 even. I think that was.
It's like sometimes I say like numbers that I have a hard time believing myself because the words come out of my mouth, but it's like it's still difficult for me to like. That is insane. I know their number 23.
That piece of cardboard out of a pack.
Yeah. To think somebody probably paid just as much for an Ozzy Albies version of this.
Oh man,
card back in the day.
You know what? I paid a lot for the Jared Kelenic.
Really, the variation?
Yeah. All right, let's get off those bad memories.
Yeah,
and
keep
moving along here. But so next up, this card might look familiar to you.
Yes. So I think 2021 they missed a lot. There are a couple of, obviously now in retrospect, there are a couple of very good rookies, but we love any celebration with Big G bumping elbows. Fantastic. Giancarlo Stanton has some really good SSPs over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because, he's the last guy basically out of the Yankees checklist that I look at to see if he's in the checklist because it's kind of hit or miss whether they put him in or out. But this one is a particularly great shot. Just the post home run celebration. I can't wait. I know he's going to come into spring training with probably 2 plantar fasciitises, whatever you call them. But come July, I'll get to watch him hit dingers again. And guess what? That's worth all $23 million of his contract to me.
We'll see. And he hopefully gets to 500 home runs eventually.
Yeah.
Little Mike Trout action.
Yeah, this one I have fond memories of because I put this set together. This is a part of the update. This is a part of the update series, and it kind of corresponds with the Otani in the same set. If you look at the Otani from 2022 update, he's running the base and he's also pointing up. So it was a really cool combination.
Oh, I never put that together. Yeah.
Yeah. If you put those two together, it was like maybe the same person at Topps is assigned to these 2 cards and was like, hey, let's make them connected in some way or somehow. So I love this card and the Otani from this update set.
Yeah. Nice one from Trout Collector. A lot of Mookie. We saw a lot of Mookie today.
Yeah, rightfully so. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did name him the 6th best shortstop, right? On MLBs. I mean, with all due respect.
Max Muncy's the number 2 third baseman, so they're a little rough from the shredder, right?
Unbelievable. Yeah. This is also from that. This is from the 2022 Series 1 set, but so there were a lot of images that were kind of similar to this one. I know Manny Machado and Vlad have one. So yeah, 2022 was a great set. I loved it. It was like the first set I really tried to put together. This is honestly where I developed my my Instagram handle, Short Print Today, because I had put together basically half the set, and I said, you know what, I'm going to post one of these short prints from this set every day,
every single day.
And obviously, like many things, I did not follow up on it. but alas, here we are.
All right. So we've got, I believe this is Paw Patrol.
Yeah, this is Paw Patrol. There's one of two iterations of this Paw Patrol card. I love Yankee Doodle Dandy. He said he posted this in honor of his son. I remember when this set first came out and this card first came out, people spent a lot of money on these, thinking that they were real SSPs. Now, the gems may be a little bit hard to come by, but I think these cards are effectively similar to your 1987 inserts, very similar to that, like in terms of print wise, but they're really cool. I mean, I love dogs and I love Aaron Judge, so it really doesn't get much better than that for me.
Yeah, it's nice to see that in a gem, because with those black corners,
very difficult corners. Yeah.
Bregman came up a couple times today. Love this image.
Saw a couple of them.
And
love these throwback. I know you love these throwback
2019
throwback jerseys, rally times. It's so funny because there are 3 real SSP sets going back to 2017 opening day. 2016 didn't have the rally time, the dugout peaks, the national anthem. So
that all started in 2017.
If I'm not mistaken, there are no stadium signatures or anything like that in 2016, but please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's accurate. But there, I feel like every SSP Thursday, I see a new card that I've never seen from one of these. Or there's also a Luck of the Irish insert set, or a parallel set rather. It's so this is a new one that I'd never seen before. I mean, what a cool shot. Just that jersey. Any card in those throwback Astros jerseys is incredible.
Yes, I'm a sucker for those. I love all these throwbacks. And it's funny because when I was a kid, we always had jerseys like this that didn't have buttons. Right. Now everybody has buttons.
The V-necks.
Yeah. And I remember when we first got buttons, like when I was on a team that had a jersey with buttons, we thought it was really cool. But just something nostalgic about the no buttons for the pros. That's really cool.
That thick polyester mesh, whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Some ranching was going on today.
Topps loves Nolan Ryan and his horses.
Yes.
It's a big thing for them.
Yeah, or wearing his chaps, his cowboy hats, something related to the ranch.
They took the one photo shoot that they had. Probably they don't have to buy them from whoever. They don't have to buy them from Getty Images. They said they had one photo shoot with Nolan Ryan 40 years ago of him on his ranch. And they said they're going to reuse each one of these photos for a different set in a different image. But it's still fun. Love horse cards. I hope that there's an account out there that puts together a horse based SSP, because I know that Giannis Cespedes has his 2016 SSP is with a horse, which is a fun one. A lot of Nolan Ryan cards with a horse.
A lot of Nolan Ryan. He'd be dominating that collection.
Yeah. So we love those.
Yeah,
very rare.
A couple cool ones to see. Golden Mirror popped up. A couple golden mirrors.
Yeah, this is a really cool one. They did a lot of dugout shots in 2024.
Yeah, like dugout celebration.
Yeah, and it's so interesting that, and I guess I don't ever get to have this pleasure, but a lot of different teams have these different celebration props. And so I love seeing the Cincinnati Reds one is great. It's so fun to see. Even when they hit a home run against you, it's fun to see. It's like, yeah. I wish I was a part of that. That looks so much fun.
Did the Yankees do anything?
No. They go, hey. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well.
Even my wife knows that. She knows exactly the routine. Basically, there's one guy with a hyper ice massage gun banging the dugout that's going, and then whoever's wife through it. So she knows the routine.
That's the routine. All right. Well, maybe someday they'll get something like this.
Yes.
I pointed this one out to you earlier today. This was a fun one for me to see, a judge card that I would love to have someday.
Yeah. I mean, going back to the very first post, this is the year prior, the 2017 Bowman Chrome variation, which not a lot of people know or see as Aaron Judge. Like if they are looking for a cool Aaron Judge image variation, this is not one that you generally see come up that often.
Right.
It's a really cool, unique card, I think, because he's a rookie and he does this anyways, obviously now, but just like bringing out the sunglasses, the hat, and the glove to whoever it is who just struck out. It's just fun to see as my captain, see him doing his duties.
Yeah, and he looks so young there, but it's cool.
And these images from 2017 are obviously from 2016, so he was a true just youngling trying to do
that. Fenway. I'm trying to look at that press box up there. They're obviously on the road from there, but
I don't know. I think the
spring training.
Well, those would be the home. They're away.
Yes.
But I don't think those dugouts look nicer than Fenway's. They look nicer than Fenway's. So I don't know. That's a good question. We could probably find it on Getty Images somewhere.
The small press box up there, if anybody knows that.
Yeah.
A teammate's got a suggestion for the Yankee celebration: a cool fireman type jacket with a big
like an FDNY or NYPD one would be really cool.
A judge's robe and gavel. You hit them and they come in, they put a big robe and just give a giant gavel. That
with like the curls, the white curls too, like everything. Would be
it's my
that would be fantastic idea. I would love if they did anything. I would love if they did alternative jerseys. I would do it would be, honestly, it just gives me more of a reason to spend money. It'd probably be my Halloween costume if they did have a dugout celebration. Jeff, this is probably a card that you can probably speak on a little bit more than I can.
I can't really. I mean, I know the player. I know Billy Wagner, Hall of Famer Billy Wagner here, but along the bottom it says Platinum Medallion Edition. Seems like it might be rare. And the coloring of Billy Wagner, unless it's just the way that it's reflected, the coloring looks unusual as well. And he's wearing his Astro
a lettering
futuristic jersey. Yeah. So the lettering on this kind of reminds me of the 2013 Otanis now that we're talking about that. But,
yeah. Fun.
That's so this is cool. This is before my time, in between my times of collecting.
Right.
Post junk era, but pre-modern collecting. But it was
these can be some of the rarest of the variations or iterations or whatever, just because we're quasi aficionados at this, and I don't know what this is. So
print runs weren't high back then.
Here we go. Another opening day. Is this Dugout Peaks?
Dugout Peaks. Yeah.
Oh man. See, some of the best imagery was in opening day. Obviously, we said that a million times. The variations, the Dugout Peaks, they hardly missed with opening day. It was like for some reason they put all of their time and energy in opening day, and then they said, "We'll figure it out." This is what a shot. It's so cool. Soto with Adam Eaton,
yeah.
Post whatever celebration or whatever it may be, it's just capturing a real genuine moment. That's what we love as collectors.
Yeah, that was fun to see. Another rare opening day than this one.
Yeah, so these are really interesting.
Kate, I think, is still here, but fill us in about this.
So card. I saw two of these, and everybody knows that if you know 2016 has some of the rarest SSPs out there, and
yes,
a lot of them revolve around kind of candid shots. But so interestingly, there were two sets of variations in 2016. One of them was the Memorial Day jerseys, which you see here. And the other ones were the true SSPs. And not to say that these camo jerseys aren't SSPs. They're totally very tough to come by. But PSA just recently started labeling them SSP. They used to be labeled camo jersey.
Yeah, or Memorial Day camo. Something.
Memorial Day jersey, whatever Memorial Day theme. And
it's a little hard to tell. It almost looks like the 28 is dirty, but it's in fact a camo. The numbers were in camo. That's the only difference of their uniforms that they wore.
So I think there may have been a Machado that was posted today, or another one that also had a camo. It was a really cool theme, and maybe they are SSP because 2016 actually had the Jackie Robinson variations as well, the 42 jerseys. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The PSA, obviously, it's like the whole naming convention is really big. It's very controversial. Some people really enjoy. I know Alvin specifically, in terms of his cards, really likes the adjective or the adjective description or verbal description. I'm sorry, with his label, not just SSP. So the old with bat, with in dugout.
Yeah, I like that, but I always wanted them to do both.
Yeah, SSP dash with bat would be great.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we're too far in at this point to confuse any more people.
Yeah, there's no consistency there. And Tex P makes Kate said, can't imagine how many of these were thrown away because they look like a regular card. And here Tex said he found a Stanton camo searching through his bulk. So I'm sure
Marlins Giancarlo. Yeah, those are really cool. And the checklist was really cool. They had a lot of great players. Update. Yeah, well, you and everyone else, unfortunately, are going to probably keep looking for that. I know there was one. I heard this story. Somebody found that Corey Seager in a bulk lot that they found on eBay. A Corey Seager bulk lot. So, folks, and I am reluctantly giving you this advice, but sometimes it's worth buying a bulk lot of any particular SSP era set. I've done it a lot with 2018, and I've actually found some SSPs in these bulk lots that people put together. But it's a really fun way to discover hidden gems if you want to take the time.
Yeah, if you know what you're looking for.
Right. Some
more Yankees popped up from Papa. Hopefully you're still here in between calls.
So I love these are honestly these cards. They could be. I mean, I think Judge is wearing an away jersey, so maybe not. But this basically card could be from two different angles from two different photographers at the same moment. I actually, funny enough, have one right here. As soon as he signed, I bought one. I'd been waiting. But every time the celebration was that every time Judge hit a home run or Judge, came in on whatever.
Salute
to the captain. So love this. Love the sequence of these shots. Checklist cards on the checklist card on the left is undefeated. I love the images from the checklist cards. There's some of the best in my opinion. So fun times.
Nice one, Papa. Fun to see that one. I loved seeing this one.
Yeah, another great one.
Yeah.
Your two boys.
Team card shot. Yeah. Churio and Yelich. Kind of the present and the future. Hopefully the present for a little bit longer. Looking for a big season out of Yelich. And Churio is definitely the future.
Yeah, another checklist card. I mean, there's some of the coolest images are from checklist card. I like some of my favorite cards over the years are from checklist cards. 2018 has a really cool one. It's Rizzo and Harper, and the caption is "Who's on first?" ?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so that's like a really fun. Like I love those images. It's so cool.
Yep, they did a good job with those. Pitchers batting is always one of our favorites.
Here we go.
Another opening day, not surprisingly, from Homer Dome.
Yeah, I think we can probably coin him the GOAT of very rare variations at this point. But certainly a mad bum you don't see every day. And I know he has most of that set, very close to it. So love seeing each piece that comes from it because I always forget what craziness he has in that set. And he's got most of them, but I always forget what the images are. And so every time I see a new one, it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, this was fun. This was fun to see. Jack Leiter, who looks a spitting image of his dad, Al Leiter, in this.
Yeah, this is an intense shot.
Yeah.
They just pulled him after 2 innings, and he's looking at the manager. He's looking at Bruce Bochy.
He came out pretty heralded out of school and just hasn't quite been able to put it all together for an extended period of time, but he's got all the talent in the world. So I hope he's successful.
Yeah. I think he's slated to be their 4th starter or 5th starter.
Get plenty of chances.
Teammates with Anthony Volpe.
Oh, really?
At the Del Barton School, yeah.
Oh, well, who's the better shortstop?
Probably Jack Leiter. Probably. I'd have to assume anybody at this point.
Juan Soto appeared many times today. Here's the first time he appeared on a Stadium Club, 2020 Stadium Club, celebrating the World Series victory.
Yeah, as he does. He's got a lot of cards, but they're all very good cards, and they're all like very rare. A lot of these SSPs, especially from this 2020 set.
Wasn't this the card that Chris brought when we went to the Rangers and showed Patrick Corbin to see if he could recognize himself on there?
He did, and Patrick Corbin took the card, and he was
looked around at all the guys. That was fun.
He's like, "No, I'm not in there." But he also had I think it was the Rally Time opening day from the Red Sox, the 2018 rally. I think because Patrick Corbin was on the Red Sox then, right? If I'm not mistaken, or no, I don't know. I forget.
I can't remember.
But he brought it to ask him if he was in that card either, and it was really fun to see him kind of look at the card.
To look at all the different cards, yeah. All right, now we're getting. Here
we go. We got the man, the myth, the legend of Jeff.
Oh man,
to talk on these throwbacks.
Yeah, so they did an interesting thing sometime with the throwbacks where they, especially in this year, it might have been only in 2022, maybe also 2023, but they use City Connect uniforms. So sometimes they're called throwbacks, and on the checklist they're called throwbacks, and sometimes they're called City Connects. It's a little bit confusing, but I love this card. It's very cool.
Yeah, Brandon Crawford has a lot of cool cards as well. I think there was another one posted today that was really.
There was, yes. We'll get to that one shortly.
Yeah. Ooh, a little. We all love Isaiah Thomas. We all love what year of Pistons? The 80.
Yeah. 89, 88, 89, 90, the Bad Boys.
Chuck Daly, right? Is that?
Yeah, Chuck Daly was coaching. Bill Laimbeer.
The
era of Isaiah with the shortest shorts in the league. He wasn't a big guy, but man, could
off basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to see now that Topps has the license, and I picked up a Giannis SSP, which was going to be my post for today. I still have not gotten around to it, but luckily the day is not done. So hopefully we'll see a little more basketball in there. So that was fun to see Michigan Cards and Grass.
So cool. And this is quite a post, because if you're on the Facebook, the Variations Facebook group, or if you're in Blowout, or even on Instagram, there are plenty of Kershaw collectors out there in search of this particular card. 2016 Variations from Stadium Club never come up ever. They're so rare, let alone from basically the marquee player in the set. I think he was coming off his Cy Young season, or MVP season, I forget. But thank you, Seven Costanza. I don't know what anyways, but the sheer fact that Elvin has 4 of them, I know, has probably frustrated a lot of people, but kudos to him, because this is just incredible to see this collective of these, especially with the Gem 10 Pop 1 is incredible. I mean,
it can't be too high of a pop at all with PSA.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got probably 75% of the total pop report now.
Crazy. So we may see that one coming back again. 2023 Topps update. Steven Strasburg here.
It's very interesting.
Much that year.
I was going to say, I was like, I didn't even know he was still in the league. When did he retire? 24 finally?
He stopped pitching basically in 2020. And
right.
Still paying him. He kind of gave his heart and arm. Oh, didn't want to get too far ahead. Gave his heart and arm to that city.
Interestingly, so I grew up in Syracuse, New York, but the Syracuse Mets, or as they were known back then, the Syracuse Sky Chiefs, were the AAA affiliate of the Nationals. And so I remember my dad talking about going to the Sky Chiefs game to watch this new kid who's the best, their greatest thing since sliced bread, coming to pitch for the Syracuse Sky Chiefs. And so I got to see him when I was a kid back in, I don't know, 2000, not a kid. I was like 18 or 17, but wasn't really paying too much attention to the Nationals AAA affiliate back then.
Yeah, he was one of the most hyped prospects for sure, and then he lived up to it, at least for a while.
Big time.
Butter Tart says he picked up a 2013 Topps Joe Mauer image variation for $1.25.
What? I have to remind myself of what that card is.
That's crazy. Does he mean the Topps Chrome image variation? Or I think he was diving in the Topps one. That's crazy. That's $1.25. Where did you get it? At a show? Was it at a shop?
Oh yeah, like a catching. Oh yeah. Very cool card. Yeah, those are awesome. Does he have a Chrome SSP that year, 2013? And did they use the same image because it's such a cool?
He has one. If Chris were here, he would know which year it's from. I do not know.
Yeah. Sadly, I am not Chris.
SSP Thursday is not good for my bank account. Kevin Morales. Yeah, it gives some. Yeah, Mauer going into the stands.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Jake, answer this question on Dino Barbecue while I put the link to trivia in.
Look, it's. I've never had Texas barbecue or like Terry Black's or the other one. But to me, it's the best I've had. I was a little saddened by the quality in New York because they had one up in Harlem and then one in Brooklyn, and it never really touched the quality of the Syracuse, the original. And I used to go there with my mom when I was a kid. It's just very good barbecue.
There you go.
I think Diners, Drives, and Dash. I think a bunch of Food Network places have been there. It's very famous. Maybe second to Syracuse basketball for its fame.
Timmy Two Hobbies that talks about the pie in the face Strasburg card, which is pretty scary and will haunt your nightmares.
Which one is this? The pie? Guys, I know Strasburg has one, right?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
pie in the face. Curator's going for the 2013 paper image variation run.
Just hit up Ben. Ben has the whole thing, I think, right? Or had Ben or 14.
All right, a couple more minutes here for people to get into trivia. Oh, we got a pretty big turnout. Pretty big turnout, Jake. Let's just
really. I haven't even done. Normally, I do a test run of the trivia, and
yeah, you're going to be going in blindly. Let's look at a couple more cards. Look at this Chris Sale red.
This Chris Sale variation, but from this full red background.
Yes, it reminds me of.
This is 2019, right?
Yes, judging from the font.
I've never seen this one either, honestly. I thought it was 2017 because 2017 and 2019 are pretty similar in their designs, but I've never seen this one either.
Yeah, just so much red with the complete white uniform.
It does. It looks a little Shining-esque.
Yeah.
Right? The elevators opening
out of the elevators.
Ooh, here we go. This is a sweet card.
Sliding in, Trey Turner-esque.
I had a PSA 10 of this at one point.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. And I sold it, but I had this whole set at one point, this whole 2022 opening day variation set, which is really cool. It was really fun to put together. And then I was trying to, I think, put together my 2018 set. So I sold off a bunch of it, but yeah, sweet card.
Wow. Very cool. Love that Freeman. I know Chris loved seeing this one today. Oh, there's a preview for Glavin. And here we got a little Xander.
Little Xander Bogart. I think we got a couple of Xander image variations in this, which is two more than I think that I've seen in any previous SSP Thursday. Or no, I think it was a Xander Gold, Heritage Gold I saw.
This is nice because he's evidently back at Fenway, doffing his cap to what was probably a receptive crowd.
Somewhat receptive. They can't not like a World Series title, right? Like,
yeah, I think they probably he hasn't been. He never turned into that superstar that kind of he was seemed to be on a trajectory for.
Yeah. Well, I feel like seemed like his last year of his Red Sox tenure was not great, and then he signed that outrageously big Padres contract, and he's just been Chris Bryant really since. So
yeah, you can't blame him for signing that contract. Speaking of huge cards, check out what AK9 collections.
Yeah, AK9 has a crazy, crazy cool collection. Really cool cards. And obviously from my favorite set of all time, 2018 Tops. These are two of Acuna's best image variations. I did learn from Chris that I always thought that the top has a lower pop than the bottom, but apparently the bottom has a lower pop than the top.
Correct. They're very close. They're very close, but
I always thought that the top one was just
it's much more expensive. Yeah.
It's the first card I think I ever physically fell in love with. As much as that pains me to say that, I was like, this is a card that I would love to have.
Yeah, the cream color jersey. Oh, yep, that's what 7 says. Yeah, just it's the mix of retro and modern card.
Chris and I were talking about iconic SSBs that an SSP collector should own, and I think that's certainly one of them.
It's up there. It's just really pricey.
Very expensive. Yeah.
Oh, that was a Teddy ball game seat. So that in the Chris Sale card to me, so that makes sense because I saw the one seat there. All right, let's look at one more and then dig into trivia. Last chance to get into trivia. Let's take a look at this beauty.
All right, so trivia won't be for another hour.
Right.
No. Thanks to SSP Thursday, I saw this card for the first time when I was hosting, I think maybe with Jeff, I don't know, a while ago. It was when the sun didn't go down at 5 p.m. I remember that because I was sitting outside doing blabbing. But maybe the best card from this set, I mean, it's hard to deny this is the greatest moment from 2022.
Yeah, and what moment
the
is
Astros,
that?
Nobody cared about the Astros winning the World Series. The Jordan home run was cool, whatever, but this is the greatest moment from 2022. For it to be on a card in 2023 undoubtedly makes it the best card in that set. So I love this card. I'm so happy to have it. It's very tough to come by, and like a PSA 10 recently sold for a crazy high number because they are so difficult to come by. This one came from, as I said in the caption, 661, the post of 4 Kershaw. Obviously, we know that he's a sleuth. He lurks the internet and finds these cards that you've never seen before. He found this one on Reddit for me. And I said, offer him whatever you think, whatever. And I got it for a pretty fair price. So I don't know if the guy from Reddit is watching this or he has watched this, but thank you.
Nice pickup. Yeah. And this came up in the chat before as well. The SP of Judge in the dugout is Pittsburgh. Somebody else had mentioned that it was Pittsburgh. I don't remember who. Sorry, not to give you credit, but thanks, Giovanni. Zoomed on the phone, recognized the letter P. It just looked like a small stadium, so I didn't know if it was spring training or what. But,
yeah. Well, it's a day game, so.
Yeah, this is a great card, Jake.
Yeah. Happy to have it. I think it's one of my favorite cards in my collection. I wish I was brave enough to display it somewhere around my house, but I'm not, in case somebody breaks in and steals it. Then I'd be real sad.
You think they would know out of all the stuff?
They would say, this guy has a mattress on the floor and a couple of dogs, but a really nice card hanging from his wall. Let's take
one card. We're going to take it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Last call on trivia. Let's get in here. We're going to run it. We've got a nice big crowd in there. And a reminder what you are playing for.
Robinson auto is crazy. I want to compete.
All right, go ahead. You can join. Nobody will think it's fixed if you win. I'm sure it'll be
totally
fine.
Kosher. Totally kosher.
Yes, you get your Oback Brooks Robinson autograph or one of the remaining PSA 10 SPs from 2020. Joey Votto looking very dapper on the red carpet. Ooh, better not be any trick questions in this one.
I know they're always trick questions.
They're always diabolical.
They're literally always college level questions for like hobby/sports where 2 answers are like identical. And 2 are like one.
Yeah. The most correct, which is the most correct.
You're right.
Actually, I didn't shave my mustache. I was kind of growing this out, and then my son said, "Just leave the mustache, Dad." So I did, basically to tease my wife and daughter, and they noticed immediately, and then he gave me a high five. All right, so let me get this countdown ready. And let me add it to the stage. Okay, can we see the countdown?
Beginning soon. And this is my cue to go to the bathroom. So I'll be
Yeah,
right
you take your time. All right, we're gonna get ready. Let's see, we've got 66 people in there. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna get going, and that timer should start counting down right about now. Excellent. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if I can do this on my own. What team signed Eugenio Suarez last week? Was it the Cardinals, the Reds, the Mets, or the Rockies? Getting a lot of home runs in that lineup, or that's the plan, and maybe where he signed will help that be even more home runs. 84% of you knew he re-signed with the Reds, and that is correct. Very well done. Good start. Jason G with a 91, which is about as quick as you can possibly get. 7 Costanza, Nate the Great, closely following. 2, who was the 2025 ALCS MVP for the Blue Jays? Was it Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer, Trey Yesavage, or Jeff Hoffman? ALCS MVP. Kind of brought him back onto the collector's map. 58% of you said Vlad Guerrero Jr. Yeah, and that was kind of his postseason was coming out party. Did great there. Clean cards 5, and Nate the Great tied atop the leaderboard at 173 with baseball card Brett right behind. With what team did Nolan Ryan end his career? The Rangers, the Astros, the Mets, or the Angels? A lot of Nolan Ryan talk today already. Who did he end his career with? He did play for all 4 of those teams listed there. 66% of you said he ended with the Rangers, and you are correct. Yep. Mets, Angels, Astros, Rangers. Nate the Great takes sole possession of first place, 257. With what team did Billy Wagner end his career? We saw a picture of him earlier with the Astros. Mets, Red Sox, Braves, or Phillies? Who did he end his career with? One of those guys who did a little bit of traveling at the end. Ooh, very spread out choices. 32% of you went with the Braves. That is correct. Just a third of you got that correct. That was a tough one. Champy, great name. 329 at the top of the leaderboard, followed by Waldo. With what team did Mark McGwire end his career? Was it the A's, the Giants, the Cardinals, or the Rockies? Mark McGwire, when did he who did he end with? Obviously, we know he came up very skinny with the A's. 80% of you said the Cardinals, and Mark McGwire is one of those guys who didn't travel around that much. Just made 2 stops. Champy still at the top with Waldo and Pete Craig right behind him. With what team did Sammy Sosa end his career? Was it the Cubs, the White Sox, the Orioles, or the Rangers? Another guy who came up very skinny. He was a very singles hitter with the White Sox. Where did he end his career? 44% of you say the Baltimore Orioles. The correct answer is the Texas Rangers. 17% of you got his farewell party with the Rangers. P. Craig, 468. What 2018 set is this Aaron Judge from? Is it Topps? Is it Topps Chrome? Is it Topps Chrome Sapphire? Topps Chrome Transcendent? If you look close, you can eliminate A because it says Chrome right on there. But which Chrome?
Gosh, another almost trick question.
78% of the people on here were not tricked. Well done. Yes, they left the cup and the Future Stars on for his Sapphire. Michigan Cards and Graphs, no stranger to the Tops, up on top. What's happening on this Golden Mirror SSP? Is that a Judge walk-off home run? Is that a Donaldson hitting for the cycle? Is that Judge's 60-second homer? Or did Volpe finally hit a ball out of the infield and was met by his teammates in celebration? Second time we've seen this card, and 73% of you were paying close attention.
14. All right, I respect the 2 that answered Volpe hit a ball out of the outfield. That's pure comedy.
Oh boy, Michigan Cards and Graphs. Brandon T on top. 2 questions left. Who's the other player with Freeman on this 2022 SP? Ronald Acuna Jr., Chipper Jones, Austin Riley, or John Smoltz? I did not know this one, so I did not get this one correct. He's shorter than Freddie Freeman.
Everybody who knows their heights.
Miraculously, Chris made this trivia before the show, and somehow there's at least 5 of the questions that have been talked about, or the players talked about. 38% of you said Ronald Acuna Jr. You're wrong. That's what I thought as well. Chipper Jones it is. Third of you got it right. Brandon T just added newbies cards. And P. Craig. All right, comes down to this last question.
Here we go.
In The Sandlot, what actor cameos as the blind neighbor who owns the giant dog, Hercules? Is it Clint Eastwood, Robert Redford, James Earl Jones, or Sidney Poitier? I hope the Star Wars fans out there get this one. The unmistakable voice of CNN, that is none other than Mr. James Earl Jones. 80% of you got it correct. Let's see how high the scores were. Your winners are... Great score. Clean Cards 5 with a 668, only getting him third place.
I mean,
P. Craig second at 699. That means somebody broke the 700 barrier.
Was it the first time?
Newbies. First time in a while. 716 for newbies.
Easy, Chris.
Wow. Excellent job. So M. Newbert and P. Craig, you guys get to fight it out. 700 Club indeed. So you can either wait till Chris comes back and get one of the 2020 SPs. Yes, that's right. It's back to back. That's right.
He won last week?
That's incredible. Yes. Yes, I think he took Devers, maybe. So you get another one of your choice, or you get the Brooks Robinson auto. Back to back. That's pretty incredible. Well done. I see some familiar names on the leaderboard. Great job to everybody who participated. Thank you for joining. Peeps, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. Good job taking that bullet. Well done, everybody. That was really good. There were some, it was funny to see how many questions were players that we had talked about, or the exact cards that we had already talked about.
We should give a prize for last place. I think, then somebody would just not answer.
You intentionally get all the answers wrong?
It should be like third to last place, because you have to, because then people would compete for it. It'd be like the same.
Should be the people maybe who's in last, but they have to get at least 6 right.
That's like the third place, the third to last. Third to last should get a prize.
Third to last.
I'd probably try as hard as I could and still get that. So,
all right. Newbie's getting another SP. So we'll wait till Chris gets back. We'll put that on your tab and send it out.
He's sick of he's got too much to choose from.
And that means P. Craig. P. Craig is getting the Brooks Robinson. So send me your address, P. Craig, on Instagram. Last place has to donate prize.
That is a great incentive to not finish in last. But Peep's cards still had like 200 points, right? If I'm not mistaken. So that means they got at least a few of them.
Yeah, he got 6 right, I think. I think it said answered 6 of them correctly.
Wow, and they got last place? Goodness gracious.
Curator of Cardboard is telling you something, Jake. Is this a good use of his money?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess until Cal Raleigh breaks it next year, but I think it's a really cool market that I've been meaning and wanting to kind of get into in terms of
tickets.
But I guess for me, it's like I didn't physically go to the game, so owning a ticket stub doesn't particularly mean a ton for me.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that way too.
It's like somebody else owned that ticket stub. It was somebody else's experience, and that he signed it is very cool. But I think maybe I'd rather have like a blown up photo. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd rather have in terms of memorabilia, but it is very cool. Like I can understand like the Mickey Mantle's or Roger Maris's 61, like whatever, back in the day in the 60s or whatever. But we now live in an era when there is so much going on and so many different events and so many different collectibles that it seems a little bit diluted to me. But look, if it interests you, collect what you like. That's a very cool thing that I certainly, if I was interested in collecting, I would
Yeah. Thanks, Hemophobic. Have a good night. M. Newbert says he's consolidating it as a handful of 2017-18 SPs to donate for prizes. If you'll take them, we are always taking prizes, especially short prints. That is awesome. So yes, please. Doc's Cards wants to know what the price point that Jake would buy a game used jock of Judge.
My firstborn child.
Wow.
Does that count? That's like worth at least $50,000 to $100,000, right?
I think Jake's going to try to get some DNA off there.
Kidney, maybe. I would give a kidney. Honestly, I just really want to meet him because he just seems like the coolest guy. He just seems like from what I've the feedback I've heard from people about meeting him or hung out with him is that he's just he's too cool to have all of this, basically the weight of New York on his shoulders.
He seems pretty humble too, which is
he's annoyingly humble. I would like for him to brag a little bit just about how superhuman he can be.
He doesn't need to, and he's got people like you bragging for him.
That's a great point, Jeff. It's a fantastic point. I buy tens of thousands of dollars worth of his cards, and
now if we could just get you to use the Blab and referral link, we'd be able to have more drinks.
Yes. Oh,
I got to show this card because that already went. I forgot I've got it in play. This is one of my favorite cards, and to see it in a 9.
You want to blow it up though, so we can? Is it?
I don't know. Sadly, I can't blow it up in my story, so I would have to.
I thought it was bigger last time, but anyways.
You're right. We can do this.
There we go.
A little bit bigger. So this is one of my favorite cards, the Throwback Expos jersey, baby blue. And these are so tough, condition sensitive with that black border and the back.
I've actually got
throwbacks in general, but especially this 2020s. So this was really fun to see. One of my favorite cards.
I've actually got a 2020 Heritage card right here that is just. It looks like it honestly looks like it's from 1960, right? Is that the 60? What year is this from? No, 70. 1970.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, 70.
It literally looks like it's from 1970. In fact, I've seen better cards in better condition from 1970.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
I am PSA 9 is it is interesting, I guess, when you collect enough, when you collect a set enough, or you collect a particular type of card enough,
thank you.
You realize that some cards in the set are better condition. Basically, they come off, it seems like the printing press, in better condition than others do. Some of them come off with poor, if anybody knows the 1984 Star Jordan, there's a reason as to why it's so incredibly off-centered. It was card number 1, and it was basically on the side of the sheet. But it feels like almost that some of these cards are consistently a 6, consistently 6 condition, and then others are high gem rate, kind of shockingly high gem rate for the particular set. So it's just interesting to kind of study that, I guess.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a copy of this earlier this year, and mine is remaining ungraded. It looks nice in its one touch. I can't imagine getting a 9. That's awesome. So it's fun to see this. Long live Heritage. Yes.
Heritage is a GOAT for sure.
Curator says Otani's action. Oh yeah, that's a good one in the black PSA 9. It's just they look great. They look great. 84 Star Jordans were made in a garage.
Seriously. I mean, it's so interesting. So I guess if anybody reads the PSA magazine, this past issue they came out, and that was their big highlight. It was a PSA 9 of the 84 Star Jordan. And I think they purposefully put it in, it's the big opening spread. They purposely put it in a big red background because the centering on it looks like it should have a qualifier of miscut. because you can't, with the big red background in the PSA magazine, you can't tell that it's like so incredibly off center. But it's interesting that they gave it a 9. That card would probably go for $10 million in a PSA 10.
Yeah, that's talking about the card, not the grade sometimes.
Yeah.
So this was great. So thank you for putting that up, Ben.
Ooh.
Little Ichiro 2018.
A slew of 2018 SSPs for this SSP Thursday. I couldn't be happier. I'm so proud of all of the SSP Thursday contributors for considering 2018.
Which is Jake's favorite, as you might know.
My all-time favorite. I have a few cards next to me from 2018, in fact, including...
hold on a second.
Including one of these.
Stupid.
So I'm going to tell you how stupid I am. And I have, so I think his name is Kyle. It's KC Cardboard. Noted this is a pop 5 and a PSA 10, and I have 2 of them. So, and he's got the third. So I guess I need to know where the other 2 are. And then I have this now raw copy, unfortunately. And sometimes I do dumb things. I buy cards that I just love the set. And obviously if the cards come at an affordable price, I'm always going to want them and convince myself to buy them. So,
well, I don't think you can go wrong with multiples of this.
I think so too. I think it's going to go down as maybe arguably the greatest rookie class of all time and the greatest second-year class of all time. I mean, think about it.
To talk about the design parallels too. The whole thing, the whole set, 2018, everything comes together.
It's almost like it was a breakthrough for Topps. It seems like, not that it really is. Obviously, we, I think that the certain eras from 2004 to 2009, and then from 2012 to 2014, we have different eras. But I think 2018 really paved the way for what was, I guess, it was the end of the 2016, 2017, 2018 era. And then we got the 2019, 2020.
Yeah, 2019 was kind of a transition because the parallels were still good. The print run was more than 2018, but less than 2020.
Right.
It was kind of a transition. And then 2020 through what?
Yeah, 2020 through 23.
24
was unique in its own right, but it was kind of a one. 24 reminded me more of that era, that 2017, 2018 era than it did.
Yeah, agreed.
But we love to see this. People don't like Marlins Ichiro cards. I don't care. Yankee great Ichiro. And they're difficult. The borderless cards are notoriously difficult, obviously, because the corners are darker because they're full color. So they're very tough gems. So finding these in a gem is just, it's extremely rare on top of being a rare card. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Speaking of another set that I fell in love with, 2022. I mean, this is like those old Angels. I think those are like City Connect Angels jerseys.
I thought that was his All-Star.
Is that an All-Star jersey?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Hopefully somebody in the chat can tell us. I know it says West on there.
But this is I think 10 years from now, this card in particular is going to be like an iconic SSP for him. I think just his demeanor in it, that jersey is so cool. I think this is like one of his, in my opinion, one of his coolest.
Home Run Derby? Yeah, that could be. Yeah, it looks like something like that. All right. Well, I better go buy one if Jake's saying that.
Even the Trout from this set, this Series 1 set, was really cool. It's like this very, not dark, but he's in this batting cage and he's really, really fixated on the ball. It's, if you have a chance to go look at the 2022 Mike Trout SSP, not the update SSP that we looked at, but the one from Series 1, go take a look.
Good call. All right. Love to see this. Now, this, again, is a little out of my expertise.
Yeah, me too. 1 in 280 packs. Back then was crazy odds.
Yeah. Right. So 1999 Ultra Diamond producer set completed. So congratulations, friend of the show, Mike Bassick, who could not be here watching the show because he said his son's baseball team is playing against, I can't even remember the guy's name, but he's the potential #1 pick in the upcoming draft.
I saw a clip of, I think
they're going to have to bat against him, which
I think I saw his son teeing off on somebody today. So
awesome. Maybe that was it.
I hope so. Man, that's so cool. And he's got this incredible the display. I think it's maybe a slab case or like a slab like, so there's some wall mounts, and then there are also like display Zion boxes or what have you. That is a really cool. It's a really nerdy way to do it, but I love.
Cool. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that was a display type thing. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's literally like, I mean, when you go to these card shows or like the National or West Coast Card Show, it's literally like going to kindergarten with the coolest lunch pail. When you have, it is very, very nerdy, but it's like also people do the nerdiest things at these shows, and I love it because it's like people love the hobby, people love cards. It's so fun to see. Here we go.
This one, Churio's Gold Mirror getting doused in the Brew Crew jersey, which is my favorite of their jerseys that they wear every Friday night home game. Thank you to the Crack Research team in the chat. It's called All-Star Variation, but USS Sterling Sports says the jerseys when they played the Little League game during the Little League World Series, which makes sense because that might be why he has West on there. Because if you remember, Jake, when teams play, they have where their
interesting
area of the region of the country is. So I guess it could be technically All-Star, but it makes sense that it would be the Little League game. So
very cool,
everybody.
He's got that mop of hair. It's crazy.
And I love this Churio. Yeah, this is one of my favorite cards.
He has his flagship rookie is an update, right? Like he's got two. He's got the rookie debut, or is that Chrome?
No, he's got two in flagship and Chrome.
Right. His first rookie and then his rookie debut, right?
Yeah.
So does he have two golden mirrors?
Yeah, I think he's got a hitting golden mirror as well, perhaps.
This is the coolest one, though.
Yeah, love this one. Yeah, I have this one. This is, this one gets me excited for baseball.
So you said also that those are every Friday night home game. They wear those jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it used to be for several years when they started incorporating this logo back in.
Yeah.
This one here. They started wearing these uniforms, pinstripes with this logo on Friday night home games.
I remember those. Those jerseys are awesome too.
And now they've kind of moved exclusively back to this for the most part, that style. And then the Friday night they use the.
I love Milwaukee. I love the surrounding suburbs. I can entirely imagine myself going to every Friday night home game there to watch that and be a part. It sounds so awesome.
Yeah, it's a great way to keep the fans involved.
Yeah. Let's skip this one. Gigi, we're skipping your card because nobody cares about Celebration SSPs.
Look at those giant goggles. Thick Boy, I've got my
original.
How rated right now, so I do not have a 10 of that card. Mine's being graded, but I know it's a low pop.
It is a gold cup. I'll give it that, but
it's a gold cup. Look at that. Look at that. As we know, Jake believes there should be no celebrating except when you win the World Series because he's a spoiled Yankee fan. But of course, most of the Yankees championships were when there were like 3 teams, and
Jeff and I have
all white guys in baseball.
Very, very intense conversations regarding celebrating prior to, and what is this? The Centrals are. So this means that they won
the division.
Central. So, but the thing is, anyways,
I think it's a cool card. There's some fan base.
So unoriginal. Like I'd show them like Stephen Kwan like taking a photo of the team or something. Like it's got to always be the champagne shower.
I don't know. He's pretty happy. I mean, I just like if I'm Stephen Kwan, I like this card. Look how angry or disappointed he looks in his regular mugshot on the left. He's got the big smile on top.
Nothing to be happy about.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So I like that. Jake, you want to answer this question from Hot Sauce?
This is a stupid question, but how do you all find cards from each set you like from each year? Like, is there a place that has pictures of every card, or do you have to manually just look at each card? Twofold. First and foremost, I think I think all of us mostly are compulsively on eBay. And when a new set, a flagship set is released, or a set that is a very popular set is released, we see all of the new cards flood through eBay, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the first step. And then when we want to do further research on it, we use sites. Basically, if you, for instance, find 2016 SSPs like really cool, if you're very interested in them, Cardboard Connection and Beckett have a photo, like an image guide to each of those SSPs. And if you just Google 2016 Series 1 variations, those two sites will be the first ones that pop up, and they'll show you, and they'll also give you a brief description of how to identify them with the code on the back of the card, etc. Now, additionally, if you are just trying to look at every single base card image variation, Trading Card Database has every single image of every single base card for the last at least 10 years of sets, I do believe. So Trading Card Database is a great resource. If you're looking to they also have really nice downloadable check-off checklists. So I would suggest that as well. Some really great sites, Baseball Card Wikipedia or Baseball Cardpedia is another one. There are a lot of nerds out there that put a lot of time into these things, and I'm very thankful for it because I'm one of those nerds.
Yes, excellent. Well answered. GG Cards with a little
yeah. All right, celebrate 62 homers. It wasn't a fictitious win for winning 81 games in a terrible conference.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only thing the Yanks have worth celebrating the last 20 years. GG's Cards. Wow.
And Michigan Cards and Grass piling on too. It's not even the Major League Baseball record. Why celebrate? Why stop a game for that? They could have at least waited till after the game to celebrate.
I think my response to that is ultimately because the world said it was.
The world?
The world says that 62 breaking a particular league home run record is important. Nobody said winning a shitty division is important. And nobody said that even because you're going to the playoffs, it's worth. Also, did he bring out champagne bottles? Did they celebrate in the dugout with champagne bottles and goggles? No. And it was the most important feat of the last 60 years. So,
most important feat of the last 60
the home run king. I mean,
right.
That is the most renowned record in literally most, when obviously they did it in the NL and they broke it, but the sheer fact that it was the most talked about and the most important thing basically in baseball in all of 2022.
Jake would be in favor of this Docs Cards, but we'll get to that discussion later. Speaking of things that Jake likes, let's talk about these minis.
I do love Major League Minis, and shout out to my guy. My friend here, his name is Brandon, but also as Tribeca Wax Collector, is trying to put together the complete set of these. And I'm all for it. I want to see them all put together. So if you do have any versions of this card, any copies of this card in raw or graded form, and you're looking to move them, hit them up.
Loves them. Loves the minis.
Here
Brandon Crawford, as mentioned, he's back again. Another 2018, another Brandon Crawford, another dugout peaks.
I like Brandon Crawford mostly because his sister is married to one of my favorite baseball players. And without her, he wouldn't be that happy. So thank you so much for Amy Crawford, aka Amy Cole, for being Garrett Cole's wife and being his rock. And thank you for Brandon Crawford for being her sister, her brother.
They must have some pretty good pickup games at family picnics. Of course, they probably can't have family picnics in the summer because they're all busy playing baseball.
I just realized that she also played on the UCLA softball team while Garrett Cole played on the UCLA baseball team.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
I'm trying to do opening day. Michael Smoller. I've been trying to convince Chris to go fly up there. Normally, Jeff has a lot of dad duties, so
yeah, sadly.
But I would love to go up to
Someday
Oracle.
I'll bring them all, and we can all go to an opening day.
Jake thinks second children
might be the quote of the week. On Plumberman. That's right. You can't keep celebrating. That's it.
Oh boy, that one made me LOL.
There's a little punching bag. Tasker Hernandez with the giant boxing gloves. This was one of the more fun cards.
He's got to do something to contribute on that team, you know.
Yeah, he's got the big gloves.
Keep people happy.
Yeah, that's from Rally Mantis. Very nice. This was a fun one.
We love this. One of several really cool SSPs. Manny Machado with the "You Can't See Me." We all know John Cena, so.
Yep.
This is a insanely rare card to come by, and I'm actually perplexed that he's Matty H. Matty H lives on the East Coast, and I live on the West Coast, so he's 3 hours ahead of me. And so most of the time when I miss out on these types of cards that have unique save searches, it's because of that 3-hour time difference. It's because I'm asleep, because I compulsively check my save searches just as he does. So I'm really glad that he got it. And because he's a really big O's fan, obviously, from his page. But love to see this one in the wild.
Yeah. Very cool. Manny.
So I think we got a few here from – who's this?
From Maximus cards. Yeah, usually if somebody is generous enough to post a few, I'll only copy one of them. So I probably only have this one from Maximus, but I love this Heritage horizontal shot.
So in 22 Heritage is my favorite Heritage set of the last however long. I'm actually looking forward to next year because I think it might overtake it. But 2022 had these really, really cool image variations for a couple of keynote players. Mike Trout, Joey Votto, and these horizontal shots. And I believe that there are autos of this as well, which just make the card like red ink autos of this. And Mike Trout has one of him at Fenway of this horizontal shot of him batting. And they're just like the coolest cards in the world. Even Bryson Stott has like a really cool horizontal shot from 2022 Heritage that he has autos of. So these image variation autos from 2022 Heritage are incredible. So if you ever find them or have the ability to grab one, be sure to do it.
Yep.
Here we go. I love team cards, the best.
Yep.
I don't know exactly what this particular – I know it's a walk-off home run – or sorry, a walk-off.
Walk-off win at home.
And yes, we can celebrate walk-offs because it's important.
Okay.
Because it's an instance – we all play the game to win the World Series, okay?
True.
And walk-off wins contribute to that.
So it's important, and you're saying it's maybe a little more organic because it happens in the moment, right on the field.
It's very team that is 10 games up in the division and wins a series celebrates like that. It's a little right, like you said, non-organic, but a walk-off win is always fun.
Yeah.
Is that C.J. Abrams there?
Yeah, C.J. Abrams, Luis Garcia, maybe.
I was hoping it got traded to the Yankees. Oh, boy. Yeah, this was maybe we start a category called least flattering SSP Thursday. And this one to your second best or whatever.
Second best third baseman right here.
He played like 100 games last year, didn't he?
The athleticism is off the charts here.
I can't say much because my body is very similar to that one, but
you're not being paid millions of dollars. But
that's true.
Well, maybe you are, but not by the Dodgers. And
I wish I were in both cases.
Uniform, looking like Max Muncy in there.
Max Muncy.
Oh yeah, we briefly mentioned this royally cheese. The less said about that list, the better. But I love a heritage throwback, so that's very cool.
Yeah.
Miguel Garcia.
Right. he's one of the top infielders this year. It's very exciting.
Very highly. He had a great year last year, as Royally Cheese pointed out in this. Really good fielder could be a potentially exciting Royals team. Francisco Lindor.
Not his best, but a rare SSP nonetheless.
Yeah, the rare shot of him not smiling, although even when he's talking, he's almost smiling.
I know. The weird glasses and the
double.
he's always dressed to the nines.
Another break
again in the category of possibly least flattering, but candid shot.
Very candid.
Blue sky. Blue sky. We would playing baseball in the blue sky. You can't hate it. You gotta love it.
First Red Sox spring training.
Right. Last Red Sox.
Yes, first and last. If you notice, you guys might, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I always have fun with these SSP Thursdays because I usually put songs to them. You can kind of see here, I put Leonard Skinner's Traveling Man for Alex Bregman, since he was just briefly in Boston just passing through on his way. Next, we've got King Vaughn. Yes.
Milwaukee Brewers, great and icon.
The 2025 version of Andrew Vaughn that the Brewers got from trading Aaron Savali was incredible.
Yeah, I didn't. So again, I mean, obviously it's now. I remember back in 21, and you were like,
yes,
who were the best rookies? And it was like he was right up there.
Yeah, like he was on the box for draft.
Like Joe Adele and all these guys. Yeah. Obviously, we know that it flamed out, and there were only two. Well, I get a few good rookies, but still, to see them resurface this many years later because they're now relevant is always so fun. I mean, we only started seeing Garrett Crochet and Tarek Skubal SSPs in the last 2 years, or nobody had known they existed really before then. So I love seeing these from 21. Like Luis Garcia has a really cool one. There are a couple of like really good players. So
thank you, Timmy, Two Hobbies. Appreciates my DJing of these SSP Thursday posts. Freddie Freeman, we got a Gypsy Queen from Clean Cards 5.
Yes, we love GQ variations. Those are fun.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them, but they're always fun to see, and they always seem very artistic. It's like an old style, kind of like a painted vibe. Yamamoto appears on here with a little Primal Scream.
Here we go, more Cowboy. Wow, that's signed?
It's signed, yeah.
That is so cool. This card holds a special place in my heart. This was the first ever SSP I pulled.
Really?
Out of a 2022 Top Series 2 box.
You pulled it out. Oh, man.
I pulled it back in
24 Golden Mirrors.
4 Golden Mirrors back in 2022. I remember I was living in my in-laws' house when we first moved to California, and I was, opening this box of Series 2. I'll never forget this because I was so like kind of unfamiliar with like redemptions. I didn't know. I just thought redemptions were kind of like whatever, just a crappy kind of going to be a crappy auto because normally redemptions are the best players, right? We always know them as the best players and whatever. So I pulled this card and I also pulled a redemption and thinking back on it right now, I would have been so excited for that redemption. You'll never guess who it was. Max Kepler.
Really? There's a redemption in this product. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, right. That sounds about right.
And of course, there's no words necessary for this one. Another part of one of the most iconic sets of all time, 2018 SSPs.
As we've said repeatedly, he's been treated very well by Topps.
Yes, he has. Look at that hair.
Yeah, the hair.
Oof.
Okay, so not technically an SSP, but I love a gold minted, and this is one of my favorite Kershaw shots.
Yeah,
it looks like golden hour.
Does it really does? Honestly, and like I don't know. I think people on here know that I really don't like golden mirrors that much, but this card, because obviously if you've ever seen a sunset in LA, and especially the way that this photo has been taken, you know that this is just it's stunning.
Yeah, and you got the palm trees rising high above the stadium, Golden Road Brewery sign. Yeah. Love the image. All right, just a couple more to get to here. And I'm sorry that the songs are covering the players' faces.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward photo for Bobby Witt in this one.
So it's probably better that it's covering his face, to be honest.
I agree. Look at his moneymaker on the bottom left. There you go.
Okay.
I don't know too much about Topps Holiday. Oh boy.
I knew this one was coming.
Yeah, this is
Cardboard Showcase just threw this out right at the end of the day.
Yeah, Cardboard Showcase never misses. He's one of the best collectors I certainly follow, and this is a Pop One True Gem Plus. So,
do you have this card?
Of course I do. Cool aside though. I have this card. This is another, it's an interesting story. Some cards are so important to you. You remember the moment at which you bought it, and you remember the moment in which it came in the mail. And
all right, tell us about it.
I bought it raw. I had a buddy of mine, obviously, as we know on here, the 51 collection had one, and I thought this is probably back in 2022.
Okay.
And I said, wow, this is such a cool Aaron Judge card. I said, all right, the next one that comes on eBay, I'm gonna buy. And one of them came on eBay for what I thought at the time was too much money, and maybe I had a few drinks and I bought it. I think it was $230, which was a lot of money for a raw card like this at the time. It came in the mail and it was stunning. It was perfect, but it had a print line through his knees, which I later learned is frequent for this card. Anyways, it came back at Gem Mint 10, and it's been in my collection ever since. And since then, it's become a very sought after Aaron Judge SSP. It's his second year SSP, and a part of a great set. So it's always fun remembering those times.
Yeah, what a card. You'll have to show us that sometime, because I'd love to see the PSA. This one from our own
last and least
baseball card addict. What do you think about Randy Johnson up there?
It's just disappointing that it doesn't sell for $3,000 like the Bo Jackson does. It's just of a unique photo. And I'll say this until the day. There are so many cool legend variations. There's no reason as to why that Bo Jackson sells for $4,000, whatever it may be.
Yeah, you're referring to the breaking the bat?
Yes. And I believe
that goes to show you that that's just there's such a demand. I mean, that one's an extreme example, but demand for that particular image.
I think Chris got this card for less than $50.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that the majority of these 2018 Legends Stadium Club variations go for around less than, and there's so many cool, like Cal Ripken with the mascot is a really cool one. There's some just incredible images. So I am just a little bit disappointed that the rest of them don't get as much love as that one. But
I think Chris said in his post that Randy Johnson here might have had the largest strike zone of any batter of all time.
He'll always be remembered for eating shit on the trying to run it, get to second on whatever double, and eating shit in the base.
Yeah, like a baby deer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done. So before we go, though, we got to give out our award. We saw a lot of great ones today, but who is going to get the vaunted SSP Post of the Month? So, Jake, are you ready to?
I am ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to see if we can handle this transition. So you can post it, and then I'll bring it up after the.
All right. Are we ready?
Let's see if we got this.
2.
Blabbing about slapping. SSP Thursday. SSP Thursday. SSP Thursday. SSP Thursday. Post of the month. Box slapping. SSP Thursday. Post of the month.
Here it is. We saw it before, but talk a little bit more about it, Jake.
So, I mean, I think this card in itself, I think, again, like I said, it's like this is probably 75% of the pop right here. And Alvin, notoriously the sleuth, notoriously just a sniper on eBay, has managed to grab this many copies of this card, which I know a lot of Kershaw collectors are after. I do want to note that Alvin is more than willing to move a copy or copies for either a 2019 opening day variation or a 2018 Stadium Club variation. So if you have either of those cards and you want this card, hit them up. That's my paid promotion.
And in the chat, which Curator says, no Discord SSP views. Yes, let's take a quick look, because there's some people, as in the aforementioned Discord that we have, there's an image variation section, and I think some people posted some fire in there. So give me a second and find the best way to show these. So this one may look familiar.
Nice.
So
I'd love to see that one again.
Yep.
SSPs are very rare. I mean, we get a very concentrated view of these cards, because obviously we follow most of these people, but they're very rare cards to come by. So
right, it makes it seem like they're very common,
available,
but they're not. You see in the Yamamoto.
Nice, beautiful debut there. Great face bones.
Yes, a nice facial structure there. Ellie pointing right at the camera. Love this. Such a badass shot.
Yeah, that's a sick card. I've never seen that one before. That's a very cool card.
Pointing directly at him. That's awesome. Let's see.
Here we go. I saw this one today, and I was like, I need this card. I make a lot of Lord of the Rings references.
Forbidden Donut. What do you think's going on here, Jake?
What? It's a home run ball by Judge, and Gollum is going, why not?
My precious.
Yes,
so well done with that one. I believe there was another.
Wow, I love Roger. I'm a big fan of whatchamacallit, American Dad. Love Roger's maybe one of the greatest cartoon characters, in my opinion, in all of TV. It's very funny.
And why is he showing up on a card?
Because Derek Jeter is Roger from American Dad. Derek Jeter's dome piece is just American Dad. I mean,
yes, I believe Chris brought that up the first time we saw one of these cards of the gentlemen together, and now they appear to be on a lot of them together. So thanks to everybody who had some fun in our Discord with that.
More 2018s. Let's go. Again, obviously you guys can see a theme. Here's Didi. Hands. It's very cool.
Yep. Hands up. Everybody's got their hands up. Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
With a young.
This is a very cool. Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr.
This one needs no introduction, right?
One of the cards we love seeing. I never get tired of seeing this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Let me get out of there. Let's see if anybody else posted. Oh yeah, look at this one.
Ooh.
Now this is a Throwback Thursday photo variation.
So I'm very, and I need to educate myself on this, but the TBT cards are
Throwback Thursday. It's an online only, so they're not actual cards. They're online that you can purchase.
The Judge Otani is like a really, really hot card.
Yes, because they're almost made to order.
Right.
So
I think Soto and Acuna have one too, maybe something.
Yeah, they have a Topps Now where they are both auto too. So it's similar to Topps Now, but Throwback Thursday. So they use a different design that hadn't been used. Like this is an old football design on here. Oh, yep. Thank you, Michigan Cards Graphs. I wasn't sure what year. 88. Yes.
88.
That's 88 Topps football. They use that design. Corey Seager, I think this is our own curator.
Yeah, 2016s. You never see again. Same era. Rookie Seager, young Seager.
Yeah, babyface Seager on there. Matty H's, Manny, as we've seen, signing autographs, which they love to do with Trout.
It's crazy. He looks even like a kid there. I don't know. He's just LA has just weathered him.
He's just was youthful even when he came over.
Yeah.
Let's see. Corbin Burns here looks. Oh boy! Don't tell Jake he's celebrating the Central. What do you think?
I think that no comment.
Okay. All right. Well, I like it. Go Brewers. Let's see what else we got here. An Otani oversized card. Complete set variations.
Some cool companion cards.
Yeah. Well done, curator.
This is I love this card. This Bobby Witt. I bought a raw copy on eBay and I gemmed it. And at the time it was either Pop 1 or Pop 2. And I remember trying to sell it on the Bobby Witt Facebook group for, I think I was trying to sell it for like $500 or $800. And I got multiple people message me and be like, that's way high, dude. That's way high. That card and a Gem Mint 10 right now would go for $1,000 easily.
Did you end up selling it?
Yeah, I forget for how much. Maybe $300, something. I don't know. Stupid. Should have kept it.
Well done, Discord folks. So yes, if you're interested in joining the Discord for some more baseball conversation and a lot of card showing and a lot of chat room goodness, check it out on Spitballin' Cards. If you join our Patreon, you get free video or an extra video every week. That's just for Patreons, plus access to the Discord for $10 a month. So give it a shot.
Gosh, you sound like a podcast ad.
Yeah. Well, they're paying me $0 to promote.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spitballin'. This Yadier Molina SSP close-up. That's a great shot.
Gary Clark has one as well. Or is right? No.
Who has one?
Gary Carter. I'm sorry.
Carter. Close-up. Yeah.
Gary Clark's the musician. Yeah. Anyways.
Well done, everybody. Great job this SSP Thursday. Thank you, Jake, for joining us to talk about all these cards we've seen. If you don't have an Instagram account, maybe open one by next month. The first Thursday of every month is SSP Thursday, and you can post away using the hashtag SSP Thursday. Tag us in your stories, and we'll show them on the show. What do you have to say about this month's efforts?
I think it was fantastic. I thought I woke up this morning and I had so many SSPs to look at, and I was so happy about it. Love SSP Thursday. It's the best day of the month in the hobby. Everybody knows that at this point. Let's make it even stronger.
Absolutely. Yes. So we missed you, Chris. Hopefully you're able to see part of this. Thank you for your trivia efforts as well. Some great trivia performances tonight. Contact us on Instagram if you want.
Always.
At Short Print Today. I'm at My Favorite Cardboard. Chris is at Baseball Card Addict, or we do have the Blabbing About Slabbing Instagram as well. So contact us there. Give your families a call. Give your parents a call if you're fortunate enough to still have them around. Call them this weekend. Give your pets a hug, even if they're trying to distract you in the background.
They always are.
Most are. Yes. So thanks everybody for making this some of the best minutes and hours of our week. So really
the best 2 hours of the week for sure.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
We'll say
next week, and Jake will be back soon enough. We got to get him back just so we can play that awesome tune.
Good night and good luck.
That's right.